I got to get that clock fixed.
You're
All
good.
set? Okay, call the meeting to order on January 3rd at 7:31 p.m.
Councilwoman Selby,
Present.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Present.
Supervisor Keating,
Present,
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Present.
Councilwoman Martin.
not present.
Thank you. And Supervisor Keating, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, folks, we do not have an opening prayer tonight, and there are also no preliminary matters. So moving on to item number 2 under our regular business. The first item is the correction and adoption of the minutes from the December 6th, 2023 Town Board meeting. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item tonight?
I will abstain since I
Oh,
was
that's right.
not
You know what?
present. Sorry.
Yes, no, that's okay. Councilman, actually,
After reviewing
Yeah.
the minutes, I would like to make a
Right.
motion that they are complete, and I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
I have to abstain because I had a work obligation and I missed the meeting.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Abstain.
Okay, and motion failed.
And also for the record, we did have this once before, so town board meeting minutes do not need to technically be formally adopted or passed. So they're still a formal record of the town, just for the record. Item number 2 under regular business is a correction or a consideration of all fund bills. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor. I will make a motion that we approve the Abstract 1 2023 Payables Journal number PA 4131 for $181,769.07.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 3 tonight under our correspondence, because we do have a public hearing tonight at 7:40, just as a quick reminder. So for a correspondence, we have 14 items of correspondence since we did not have a second meeting in January, and they all are as follows. Item number 1 is the town clerk's monthly report from November 2023. Number 2 is the dog control officer report for November 2023. Item 3 is the November 2023 income statement. Item number 4 is the November 2023 cash balances for the town. Item number 5 is the NYSEG and RG&E press release. If anybody happens to, if you didn't see it with your energy bill already, this is the formal press release regarding the energy utilization and the service fee increases that are coming to all of us in the near future. Item 6 is the 2024 Waste Management Program Guide. That's this will also be mailed out to all residents, but it's the pickup schedule and bulk waste and waste management at your door program information. Item 7 is the Association of Towns 2024 Annual Meeting and Training School information. Item 8 is the Erie County Water Authority extract of the minutes and tariff amendments from December 14th, 2023. Item number 9 is the application for use of town meeting facility for South Towns homeschoolers. Item 10 is a charter communication, upcoming changes effective January 30th, 2024. Item number 11 is the Erie County Sewer District number 3, December 6th, 2023 minutes and the 2024 meeting schedule. Just a note on that item for any residents, because I have spoken about this in my reports at board meetings. I had brought up that there were residents over on in a section of town that had expressed interest during the comprehensive plan update of having sewer. We had sent, or the town had sent out letters to all of the residents. It's on Keller Road. We sent out letters to all the residents saying that they needed to petition the Erie County Sewer District for consideration to have sewer build out. And at least as of today, there are only 2 people that responded, both of which do not want sewer, ironically. But again, legally, it has to go out to all the residents, because if the sewer build out was to happen, all residents would be required to attach to that. But again, it does not look favorable for sewer on Keller Road, at least at this time. Item 12 is the Erie County Water Authority 2024-2025 construction projects dated November 28th, 2023. This is the ongoing communication from the Water Authority regarding the water projects that residents will see actually starting next year as we begin bids in phases 1 and 2 of the water projects in town. Item number 13 is the Erie County Water Authority contact list from December 6, 2023. And item number 14 is a letter from our code enforcement officer to resident Paul Black regarding restriction of access to easement abundant of record, which it's the Wolketer water tank has an access road, and there's a letter stated just making some remarks on that area. All right, we've got a couple more minutes before our public hearing. I'm going to go through a couple more items here of new business. But yeah, actually the first one, I'll get this out of the way. We'll move on to new business and requests from the floor, which is number 2. If anyone has any comments or would like to discuss anything, I will open the floor for public comment. If you come up to the microphone, please state your name, your address, and you have 3 minutes each. The floor is open. No comments. It's the new year. It hasn't snowed enough yet.
My
Oh,
name's Dave McGill. I live at 7519 Crestwood Circle. I have some paperwork. Can I just hand it to you just so you can look it over? real
Sure,
quick?
that's fine.
Thank you.
That's okay. I can make copies for the board. That's not a problem. I can make copies for the fellow board members. Yeah.
Crestwood Circle has 2 parts to it. One is paved, one is not paved. The unpaved part is an access road to the water tank, but it is still part of Crestwood Circle. When the water tank was put in back in 97,
Mhm.
in 1994, the town approached Jim Bogoslawski because they needed 1/10 of an acre of his land for the water tank. So in agreement of him selling the town 1/10 of an acre, the town agreed to put in a turnaround for town trucks in order to maintain the road properly. And that's in paragraph 1, page 1 on this letter written by the town supervisor back in 1994. I've lived up on Crestwood since 2001. My neighbors lived up there since 92. We've been maintaining that road ever since. And now I feel it's time the town honored their agreement and started maintaining the road.
Okay. I appreciate the information. I'll have our town council, look into that information for you. What's a good phone number for me to get a hold of you at?
716.
Yep.
649
Mm-hmm.
0746.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look into this, and we'll follow up with you for sure. Is there anything else that I saw you looking at the paperwork? I didn't know if there's anything else you had for us.
The road's 617 feet long.
Okay.
That's all it is. It's a stone road, so it would have to be plowed a certain way. But it is possible to be plowed. I worked for the town of Orchard Park for 30 years and been plowing with them for 30 years. And we have several roads that are dead end roads in the town that we don't have turnarounds on. We plow down, we back all the way out turn around on busy roads, which Chestnut Ridge Road isn't
Mhm.
very busy, back all the way down, drop the plow and come back out. Years ago, the town gave up all the county roads, so I don't think a 617-foot road really put the town out as far as plowing.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I have your phone number and information. We'll work with our town council and we'll definitely be sure to follow up with you and
Thank you.
go from there. You're welcome. Anyone else? Okay, no comment. The open public open floor is now closed. So moving into the public hearing that was scheduled for 7:40. We are a couple minutes late. My apologies. The public hearing notice reads as follows, and the public hearing starts at 7:42 p.m. for the record. This public notice, please take notice that the town board of the town of Boston, New York will hold a public hearing for the purpose of considering a contract between the town of Boston Ambulance District and the Boston Emergency Squad, Inc., BES, to provide general ambulance service and first aid services in the town of Boston for the period from January 1st, 2024 to December 31st, 2024. The proposed contract includes a $94,424 payment to BES, again, Boston Emergency Squad, to be allocated as follows: $67,000 general operating costs, $13,000 of liability insurance, and $14,424 as the annual installment due on September 29th, 2024 to Evans Bank for ambulance unit number 815. Together, the town's agreement to furnish certain facilities and to reimburse certain expenses associated with providing ambulance service, including fuel for ambulances not to exceed $8,000. The contract further calls for the ambulance district to reimburse BES for the procurement of a replacement ambulance in the amount not to exceed $273,213, using approximately $219,000 previously set aside for that purpose. An additional $40,000 to be raised through the taxation pursuant to the town's approved 2024 budget, and with the remainder of the funds to be raised through a loan from the town's general fund and to be repaid by the district following the collection of the 2025 taxes. Further, the proposed contract contemplates initiation of billing for certain services provided by the district through the contract with BES, and the district shall pay to BES as additional consideration under the contract the amount collected pursuant to the district's fee policy. A copy of the proposed contract is available for inspection in the town clerk's office. The public hearing will be held at Boston Town Hall, 8500 Boston State Road, Boston, New York, on Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024 at 7:40 p.m. All persons interested in the matter shall be heard for or against at such time and place. This was dated on December 8th, 2023, published December 15th, 2023. And this is by the order of the town board, Sandra L. Quinlan, town clerk, and we are an equal opportunity provider and employer. The public hearing is now open. Any residents that would like to have any remarks on the contract, please come with the microphone again, and please state your name and address. And the floor is now open. Nobody again. It's nice to see everybody. Okay, no comment. The public hearing has been closed at 7:45 p.m. We are going to go out a step briefly from the regular agenda. We do have some of our first responders here in the room with us tonight. So I'm going to jump ahead for anyone that has a copy of the agenda tonight. We're going to jump ahead to items number 30, 31, and 32. These are all the resolutions pertaining to the contract, and I'm just getting those. You have them. Thank you, Councilwoman. Okay.
Because you already read all of the.
Most of it's all there. Yeah, correct. Okay, so item number 30 again is resolution 2024-10, which is authorizing contract for general ambulance service with the Boston Emergency Squad Incorporated. So I'd like to make a motion to approve this resolution, again, number 2024. I'll read the resolves of each of these resolutions. As you can see, there's quite a bit of information. I don't think all of you want me to read through all of this content tonight. But again, the resolved is pursuant to town law, section 198, 10F and B, that on behalf of the Town of Boston Ambulance District, the Town Board, and the Town of Boston hereby adopts the attached billing policy dated January 1st, 2024, and the attached fee schedule dated January 1st, 2024, to be effective immediately with respect to services provided to the ambulance district by Boston Emergency Squad Incorporated, to be further regulated by the terms of the contract between the ambulance district and the Boston Emergency Squad Incorporated, and subject to amendment or revision by further resolution of the town board. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution 2024-11.
Second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. So, and my apologies, actually, good catch, Councilwoman Lukacek. So that was actually number 31. My apologies. I didn't catch that. I was reading through. So again, resolution 2024-10, which is going to be authorizing, this is going to be authorizing a contract for general ambulance service with Boston Emergency Squad, Inc. And again, this is the formal contract. If anyone would like to see it, it is available for inspection at town clerk's office. I'm going to pull up the last whereas, and it reads, or the resolve reads as that the town board of the town of Boston hereby authorizes the contract dated January 3rd, 2024 between the town of Boston Ambulance District and the Boston Emergency Squad, Inc. for general ambulance service and first aid to be provided in the town of Boston. And this was dated on January 3rd, 2024. So I can make a motion to approve resolution 2024-10.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. And the last one we have that we have is resolution 2024-12, which are funds designated for ambulance purchase. And again, this, if for any residents in the room that have not heard about this, there are funds that were made available for a new ambulance purchase that has been in discussion with the town board for some time. The last whereas, therefore it would be resolved reads as follows. One, that the capital reserve fund created pursuant to resolution 2015-12 hereby is declared nullity. Item 2, the funds contained in the reserve fund described in resolution 2015-12 hereby are declared unanticipated 2024 revenue for the town of Boston Ambulance District. And 3, the town board, as commissioners of the town of Boston Ambulance District, hereby authorize the town supervisor to apply all unanticipated 2024 ambulance district revenue, as well as the $40,000 to be raised through the 2024 ambulance district tax for ambulance replacement purposes, together with and other or further ambulance district funds, which are not otherwise designated, toward the district's 2024 contract commitment to pay the Boston Emergency Squad, Inc. a sum not to exceed $273,213 for replacement of ambulance unit number 816. 4, the town board hereby, for the town and for the district, authorizes a loan, if needed, from the town's general fund to the ambulance district not to exceed $6,000 for the balance of the $273,213 ambulance replacement committed, described above, to be repaid with applicable interest from the funds raised through 2025 ambulance district tax. So again, I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution 2024-12.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Moving right along. Going back to our regular business, we're back on schedule. So item number 3 under new business are our appointments for the year. And Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the appointment list for 2024 as adopted in our budget for the year. The motion's on the table.
Second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukajik.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Item number 4 tonight are the committee and liaison appointments. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to commit the commitment report appointments as states on the draft. The audit committee is town board members and Drescher and Malecki. Safety, traffic safety and roadways would be Councilwoman Selby. Insurance chairman is Councilwoman Lukacek, attorney for the town Costello, and town clerk Quinlan. IT committee chairman Councilwoman Martin and confidential secretary Allison Kozer. Investment advisory chairman Councilman Cardikichi. Attorney for the town
Bless you.
council, town board designated representatives from Boston, North Boston, and Patchen Fire Companies, solid waste and refuse. Chairman Councilwoman Selby and town clerk Quinlan. Inspection code enforcement officer Murphy in the town board, cable TV. Chairman Councilwoman Lukacek and attorney for the town Costello. Drainage, my favorite, Chairman Councilwoman Selby, Highway Superintendent Telak, and Town Engineer. Zoning Review, Chairman Town Prosecutor Councilwoman Martin, Code Enforcement Officer Murphy, Zoning Chairman Rude. Safety, Town Clerk Quinlan, Highway Superintendent Telak, Councilwoman Lukacek, Councilman Cardigini. Recreation, Chairman Councilman Katakichi, Highway Superintendent Telak, Councilwoman Martin. Records Management, Chairman Town Clerk Quinlan. Deferred Compensation, Chairwoman Bookkeeper Ellie, Supervisor Keating, Town Clerk Quinlan, Councilman Katakichi. Capital Improvement, Chairman Supervisor Keating, Town Grant Writer, Attorney for the Town Costello, Town Engineer, and Councilwoman Selby. Office of Emergency Management, Director Matthew Whitting, Supervisor Keating, Councilwoman Martin, Councilman Cardikichi. Christmas Lighting, Councilman Cardikichi, Park Superintendent Telak, and the Grant Writer Liaison is Councilwoman Lukacek. I'd like to make a motion on the table for these committee appointments.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes?
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, moving right along. Item number 5 is to establish the salary schedule. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item tonight?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor. I make a motion that we approve the 2020 salary schedule as it is printed in our packet with the positions identified and salaries for the town, the highway department, and elected officials.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried. And Supervisor Keating, did we want to do any swearing in since there are some?
We do have
those that are-
some members of the town here if they would like to be sworn in tonight, and certainly welcome to, or you can come in tomorrow morning. I mean, legally, you have 30 days to sign the oath book once you're appointed, so congratulations. But if you'd like to be sworn in tonight, you're certainly welcome to.
It is what whoever is here, if they feel
Yeah.
comfortable with that, we can do the swearing in, or else I will just catch up with you during the week.
I don't see anybody running to the microphone. All right.
Hey.
You gonna do it? We got Frank. Come on. And folks, these are the folks that make it really help us as board members and help make the town run. They do a great job for
Come
the
on,
town.
Connie.
So, yeah, I knew we'd get Connie up there. Thank you, town clerk. Yeah, park superintendent. Yes.
Gamble, Town Historian, part-time. Solemnly swear. According to the Constitution of the United States. Constitution of the State of New York. Church of duties. Very the best of my
You thought you're getting out of it.
She was so sick. So we just kind of, but a day later. It's okay. Yeah.
Are we making a motion for each of these?
For them.
Mhm.
Oh, each one is 6, 7, 8.
Right, I get that, but
Yeah, each one's a separate action.
Mhm.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, moving right along. Now that the swearing in, and congratulations. Item number 6 is to set the payment of salaries. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The biweekly will be paid on a biweekly basis, the town clerk, deputy town clerk, supervisor, assistant to supervisor, bookkeeper, court clerks, assessor, assessment clerk, board clerk, code enforcement, nutrition directors, town hall labor, town hall cleaner, parks laborers, highway superintendent, highway clerk, MEOs, truck drivers, and highway laborers. All other positions are paid on a monthly basis.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini?
yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 7 is the designation of depositories. And Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'd like to make a motion that we adopt the following list of designation of depositories. The North Boston branch of Evans National Bank for the supervisor, town clerk, tax collector, and town justice, and participation in the New York Cooperative Liquid Asset Security System, NICLAS, for the supervisor, town clerk, and tax collector.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, number 8 tonight are to set the dates and times for our regular and work session meetings. I'll take that one since we have quite a lengthy list of things tonight. So I'd like to make a motion to set the schedule and date of the regular monthly meetings and the agenda review. The town board meetings will be as standard, first and third Wednesday of the month at 7:30 p.m. The agenda review, which we sometimes also call the work session, will be downstairs in the planning board room the first and third Wednesday before the board meeting at 6 p.m. in the planning board room.
Second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 9 is to designate the official paper for the town. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The designate official newspaper will be the Springville Journal only. I make a motion that we approve.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 10 is the appointment to the Nest Solid Waste Management Board. I probably shouldn't take this one, but I'll take this one. So I'm going to make a motion to appoint myself. We've had a discussion. I also serve as the treasurer for the Nest. Nest stands for Northeast South Towns Waste Management Board, and we discuss for all of you in the audience essentially what we do there, because I've had people ask, is we discuss the tipping fees, which is a big driving factor of what the tax bill is for the solid waste collection in all communities across Erie County. So we have quite a bit of discussion on how to try to lower those fees, but also introduce new services like what we just introduced in our most recent contract, like the waste management at your door home collection, and that's for the e-waste and household hazardous waste. So with the board's permission, I'd like to be appointed back to that board.
I'll
Make a
second.
motion.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes,
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes,
Motion carried.
it's a bunch of trash talk.
literally.
Item number 11 is to direct the town clerk to send letters of refuse to collectors for the annual licenses. And Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'd like to make a motion that we direct the town clerk to send letters to refuse collectors that for annual licenses that are due.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
and Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 12 is the authorization of surplus monies. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to authorize the supervisor and the tax collector to invest surplus money. This authorization includes participation in New York Cooperative Liquid Asset Security System.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 13 is to set the town's investment policy. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, the investment policy previously adopted by our town board where idle town monies may be invested, subject to any further regulation from the state comptroller pursuant to section 39 of the general municipal law is as follows. Obligations of federal government, treasury notes, treasury bills, etc. Obligations of federal agencies guaranteed by the government. Obligations of the state of New York, certificates of deposit in commercial banks, which are FDIC insured, regular savings accounts, money market accounts in commercial banks if proper securities are provided for all monies invested in excess of the amount secured by the FDIC, and tax anticipation note and revenue anticipation notes of other municipality, district, corporation, or school district. Any other investments not listed will require prior approval by the town board and be in conformance of all state statutes. The town supervisor will keep a record of all such investments and provide a report to all town board members monthly. I make a motion, we approve.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 14 is to authorize the signature stamp for the supervisor. And Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'd like to make a motion that we authorize the signature stamp for the use of Supervisor Keating.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, number 15 is to set the mileage reimbursement rate. Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to set the 2024 updated IRS rate at 67 cents per mile.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 16 is authorizing lending funds. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
I make a motion that we authorize supervisor to lend funds from one account to another.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 17 is to set the hours for New York State retirement reporting. And Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the workdays and retirement reporting. Assign the following to be reported to New York State retirement purposes for elected and appointed town personnel, with 6 hours being designated as a workday. The list is as follows: town justices, supervisor, prosecutor, court officer, assessment clerk, assistant code enforcement, highway clerk, dog control officer, historian, councilman, deputy supervisor, board clerk, court clerk part-time, deputy town clerk part-time, clerk for code enforcement, town hall labor, and nutrition program directors.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes, I just want to add, there's also a full-time list just underneath for the town clerk. If I can see, I'll read it off. So workday retirement, the ones that were just listed were part-time. The one below are the full-timers.
Oh.
Full-timers that's okay. There are going to be set as a standard 7-hour workday for New York State retirement purposes. And the list is as follows: town clerk, bookkeeper, superintendent of highways, assessor, deputy town clerk, full-time, assistant to the supervisor, and court clerk, full-time. And then the assignment of the workdays to report to New York State retirement purposes for an 8-hour workday for under New York State requirements, which is going to be the parks laborer, highway MEOs, truck drivers, and laborers. So with that amendment, I'd like to say, I will say yes. And
Okay,
I'll second.
amend the motion based off of that information.
Okay. All right. We're just going to start over with,
Yep, because we have to amend
Yep.
the motion. Yes.
yes, Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Lukacek.
Okay.
Motion carried.
All right. Item number 18, our petty cash, our the town's petty cash funds to establish those. And Councilwoman Councilwoman Selby. It's been a long day today. Boy, oh
Thank
boy.
you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to approve the following petty cash funds.
Got me off
Town
my
clerk,
routine.
$300. Town justice, $300.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Item number 19 tonight is the town's 284 agreement. Looking through, Superintendent, have you completed that yet, or are you still waiting on the water reports?
Well, I'm waiting to see what roads are gonna be having water main
Right.
work done on this
Yep.
year.
Oh.
And I'm waiting to
Great.
see what the county bid prices come out for materials. I'm waiting to see the roads, check them in the spring to see which ones have more damage than others and need more work.
No problem.
But before we spend any money to fix any of the roads, we definitely have that filled out. But it's not really crucial at this point. 'cause
Totally
we're
understand.
not planning on paving too many roads next year.
Okay. Yep, not a problem. So I'll make a motion to table item number 19. And just for the, so everybody understands, there is going to be quite a bit of water work being done in the town. The highway superintendent and his staff has asked for that information from the town engineer. We do not have it yet. But once that final list comes out, that'll help the highway superintendent come up with that list. So I'll like to make a motion to table item number 19 to a further date.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 20 is to set the town's holiday schedule. And Councilman Cartagini, would you like to take that item tonight?
Sure. I'd like to make a motion that we set the town holiday schedule as follows: Martin Luther King Day, January 15th, President's Day, February 19th, Good Friday, March 29th, Memorial Day, May 27th, Juneteenth on June 19th, Independence Day on July 4th, Labor Day, September 2nd, Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, October 14th, Election Day, November 5th, Veterans Day, November 11th, Thanksgiving Day, November 28th, Day after Thanksgiving, November 29th, Christmas Eve, December 24th, Christmas Day, December 25th, and New Year's Day, January 1st.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, into our resolutions. Item number 21 tonight is Resolution 2024-01, which is the town's procurement policy. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to refer to resolution number 2024-01, the procurement policy as stated in the agenda item and available from the town hall if anybody would like to review it.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 22 is Resolution 2024-02 to adopt the schedule of fees for the town. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item tonight?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, I make a motion, we approve Resolution 2024-2 for the adoption of the schedule fees as they are written in our resolution. I make a motion.
A second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to table item number 23, which is Resolution 2024-03, which was to establish the contract with the attorney for the town. There was some discussion downstairs tonight, which the town board is aware of, but we'll like to table that to the next town board meeting.
I'll
Second.
second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 24 tonight is Resolution 2024-04 for CPL, also used to be known as Clark Patterson Lee, to serve as primary engineer for the town. And Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I would like to make a motion to adopt Resolution 2024-04 for CPL to serve as the primary town engineer.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 25 is Resolution 2024-05 for Labella Associates to serve as the town engineer. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2024-5 to have Labella Associates serve as the town engineer.
Second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 26 is Resolution 2024-06 for Rotella Grant Management to serve as the town's grant writer. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor. The resolution 2024-06 resolves that Rotella Grant Management shall be duly designated grant writer for the town of Boston through December 31st, 2024. I make a motion, we approve.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, number 20.
I'll do this one too.
Item number 27 is Resolution 2024-07 for the town planning consultant agreement. And Councilwoman Lukacek. have that.
Resolution 2024-07 requests the town planning consultant agreement with Sarah Desjardins to serve as its planning consultant, and she's a damn good one. So I make a motion, we approve.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
She is very good at what she does. Item number 28 is Resolution 2024-08, which is agreement with the Boston Free Library Association. And Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item?
I would love to, but I don't have that in my packet.
You know?
Oh, okay.
Should be in there. It's weird.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve Resolution 2024-08 for the Boston Free Library Association, which owns a certain building known as the Boston Free Library, which is a room available to the public assembly for the use of organizations known as the community room.
I'll second.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Item number 29 is Resolution 2024-09 for payment of insurance premium. I'll take this one since the board members have been taking a lot of these here tonight. I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution 2024-09 for a payment of insurance premium. And the package, I'll read this off because there's quite a bit of information here for the public to hear. The commercial property comes into $21,538 plus a fire fee of $109.41. Equipment breakdown is $3,123. Inland marine is $14,993. Crime and fidelity is $708. Commercial general liability is $13,254. Law enforcement liability is $643. Public officials liability is $6,224. Commercial express liability is $3,461. Commercial auto is $16,676, and then there's a additional motor vehicle fee of $270 on that. Owners and contractors protective liability is $275, and the total due for the NYMER coverages in the amount of $81,274.41. And then there's an additional binder or insurance policy for fuel tank storage, because the town does have fuel tanks on property. That is at a cost of $1,950 from the Great American Insurance Group. And then the town's quote for the cyber liability coverage actually has gone down this year, to our surprise, in the amount of $2,881. So again, I'd like to make a motion to approve those resolution 2024-09.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, and since everybody is still here in the audience, if you recall, we did the Boston Emergency Squad resolutions. That was item number 30, 31, and 32. So moving along, item number 33 is Resolution 2024-13, which is Cloud Permit Software as a Service Agreement. And Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item tonight?
Sure. I'd like to propose resolution 2024-13, which is a cloud permit software as a service agreement. The town supervisor is hereby authorized on behalf of the town of Boston to execute a software as a service agreement for the cloud permit with a 3-year subscription term at $8,500 per year and a one-time implementation fee of $6,000 a year.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 34 is Resolution 2024-14, which is a replacement of a broken valve at Tangowood Drive and Allen Drive. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2024-14, where the final cost from Erie County Water Authority for the broken valve replacement is $16,620.64, chargeable to Water District 2. I'd like to make a motion to approve this resolution.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item 35 is Resolution 2024-15, authorizing purchase of a hose crimping machine for the Highway Department use. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The Highway Department it requests the purchase of a hose crimping machine. We've resolved that it would be from FPS Hydraulics for a universal hose crimping machine for the price not to exceed $5,400. I make a motion we approve.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to table item 36. We were hoping to have this in time for the meeting, and while we're down in the work session, actually, for those that were downstairs last night, the information came in while we're in the work session. But anyway, I'll make a motion to a table resolution or item number 36, which was a resolution to approve the bid award for the front hall steps and front entryway.
I'll second that.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Item number 37 is to schedule a public hearing for local law number 1, a local law to amend the Boston Town Code to add Chapter 94, titled Short-Term Rentals, to require owners of short-term rentals to obtain a short-term rental permit. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, but you kind of already said all. So I make a motion that we approve to schedule the public hearing.
Okay.
Is it-
I don't know if
What
you
is
want to add
the-
anything on that one.
Yeah.
Because I know it's you did a lot of work on it.
We're good.
The date and time.
Uh,
February 7th at 7:35 PM.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicini?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek?
Yes,
Oh.
just to note that the short-term rentals are morally Airbnbs.
And motion carried.
All right, moving right along. Item number 38 tonight is to schedule a public hearing for a special permit for live entertainment license for Foxhole Farm Winery located at 8523 Cole Road. Councilman Cardicini, would you like to take that item tonight?
Sure. I just noticed that the time for this,
Same.
it's the same. To do-
Oh, you know what? Let's change the Foxhole set.
40?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it that way. Yep, 740.
7:40.
That's the incorrect address? Thank you.
Thank you, and I apologize.
Okay.
That's correct.
No, it's written correctly.
On the application is, but on our board agenda, just Scrivener's error. Yeah, transpose the numbers. Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
Is it mine?
Yep. Waters.
I'd like to make a motion to schedule a public hearing for February 7th, 2024 at 7:40 PM for a special permit live entertainment license for Foxhole Farm Winery.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicini?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek?
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Item number 39 is the Association of Towns annual 2024 annual training attendance request by Allison Kozer. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. We received a request by Supervisor's Assistant, Allison Kozar, to attend the Association of Towns training February 18th through 21st. And I would like to recommend to approve this request.
A second?
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicini?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 40 is the Association of Towns 2024 annual training attendance request by Supervisor Keating. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item tonight?
I don't know. Yeah, okay. So make a motion that we approve the Supervisor Keating to attend the Association of, yes, the Association of Towns for this 2024 year. It's
I'll
the annual
second.
conference, so.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicini?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Abstain as applies directly to me.
Okay. And Councilwoman Lukacek?
Yes, and thank you for getting in your early registration requests so we can get the early bird rates.
Yeah, I appreciate the board allowing us to go. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Motion carried.
Item 41, appoint a delegate and alternate for the Association of Towns 2024 annual business meeting. I'll take this item tonight. Madam Clerk, we have not heard of an alternate, have we, as of yet? Or I don't know if you plan on going.
No.
Attending? No. So I guess I'd like to make a motion to the Association of Towns. What this is this is a delegate for the annual conference we just spoke of. On the day 3, which is a Wednesday in the morning, there are legislative agendas that we work directly with Albany. So anything from roads to grant funding opportunities, or in the past, there was actually a lot of conversation around cannabis legislation. All those agenda items are something that elected officials from all across New York State get together and we vote on those priorities for the upcoming year. So anyway, that's kind of what this is. This motion is for. So I'd like to make a motion to be named as the delegate for that session.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Will there be an alternate on there? That is for both. That's for
Um,
delegate and alternate.
You know what? I mean, I guess we could, I don't know if any other, we still have some time, I believe, till February, correct?
Right.
Yeah. Let's wait to see if there's any other interest.
Okay.
I know.
All right. So
I know
this
there's
is-
a couple other people that are possibly interested. So,
Okay. So the
Yep.
delegate. We're voting just on the delegate.
yep,
for
that's
that.
fine.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Again, abstain.
and Councilwoman Lukajik.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. All right, item number 42 is a letter from Patricia Heiss requesting a leave of absence from position in the congregate dining program. And Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I would like to make a motion to acknowledge and approve of the formal request for a leave of absence from Patricia Heiss for the period of December 26, 2023 through April 1st, 2024. Patricia is in the dining and nutrition program.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukajik.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item 43 is another letter from Dolores Valentine requesting a leave of absence from a position in the congregate dining program. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. We also have a letter from Lori Valentine requesting her leave of absence from December 26th to the first week of May of 2024. And I would like to approve this request.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukajik.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, moving right along. We're almost there. Item number 44 is a application for use of sporting facility for the Southtown Slammers.
I'll take these, Jason.
Sure, no problem. All yours. So that would be for the audience out there. That's this will be number 44, 45, and 46.
Yep. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the application for use of sporting facility for Southtown Slammers. Mike Bellegama, president. He resides at 8899 Hickory Meadows Road, Boston, New York, 14025. They're requesting the use of Town Hall Park, Diamonds 1 and 4, from a period of April 15th, 2024 through 9/30/2024.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
And I apologize. On sport use of facilities, I didn't see a insurance binder attached. Have any of the sporting leagues provided those yet? I should have asked that downstairs. My apologies. I don't know if they had or not. I know usually they submit it just before the season begins.
they do. They
Right.
usually just
Right,
submit.
okay.
You haven't printed them yet.
There may be
Yeah, the binders usually come out before season opens.
there.
No.
We did receive one for Buffalo Rake, Bill
Okay.
Frischella, and Boston Patriots.
Cool.
Okay.
Perfect. So we just need the one from Southtown Slammers. Okay.
So we approve it based on the condition of,
Yeah. Once Bill sends it in, but usually he waits.
well, it's
usually-
Mike Bellegama.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah. So usually it's a couple weeks for him. It's usually a couple weeks before season opens up that he gets the binder to us.
So we just
Yeah.
approve it.
Yep.
Okay, so we had motion was made. It was second. A roll call. Councilwoman Selby,
Bless you.
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukajik.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. We have another application for use of sporting facility from Buffalo Rake. Bill Frischella, 6575 or 6275 Wildwood Drive, Hamburg, New York, 14025, technically in the town of Boston. He is requesting the use of the South Boston Park Diamond 3 from a period of March 1st, 2024 until soccer and football start. I make a motion that we approve.
Second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukajik.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. And our last use of application for use of sporting facility is for the Boston Patriots football. Bill Frischella, Commissioner, 6275 Wildwood Drive, Hamburg, New York, 14075. They estimate attendees at 100. They would like the football practice fields and football game field starting July 29th, 2024 until December 1st, 2024. I make a motion we approve this use of sporting facility.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagena,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukajik.
Yes, and I want to say thank you for the revision of the application specific for the sporting facility, as well as the scheduling for the specific parks and fields. So thank you for your help with that, Mike.
You're quite welcome.
And motion carried.
All right, item number 47 is an application for use of facility for the Hamburg Central School District Pre-K. Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. We received a request from Director of Curriculum, Caitlin Sylvester, from Hamburg Central School District Pre-K to use our Town Park Lion Shelter on June 14th, 2024, from 8 in the morning to 3 p.m. for their picnic.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagena,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukajik.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, that is all of our new business tonight. Moving on to old business, we have one item tonight, and I'll take this particular item. I'd like to make a motion to appoint 2 substitute assistant nutrition directors. This was originally tabled from the December 6th meeting, and the 2 assistant nutrition directors are Tina Weisdell and also Vera Langens. Both are at a part-time salary of $15.64 per hour.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagena,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukajik.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, that is it for our business. Reports and presentations. Highway Superintendent, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Supervisor. First, I'd like to remind all town residents that Erie County Highway or the Town Highway Department does not pick up Christmas trees. You must contact Waste Management. They're the ones that pick up the Christmas trees, not the Highway Department. The other thing is, as far as the 284 agreement, this year we'd like to Nova chip some of the roads, like down off of Back Creek, Homestead, and Old Orchard, and Cloverfield, that subdivision there,
Mhm.
like we did down off of Ecker Road and East Lane and Weller subdivision 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
This past year, we did Keller Road from Zimmerman Road approximately down to the Edentown line, which is down by the bridge on Keller Road. And it was approximately 2 miles and cost $144,000 to do just that one road. So I really hope that sewer line don't go up Keller Road and rip up our new road. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But that's why I don't want to say what roads we're going to do and what process
totally
we're going
understand.
to use at this point. Other than that, I'd like to thank the board for approving that hose crimping machine. The one
Yeah.
we have down there now is almost 30 years old. The problem is the fittings for the end of the hose are obsolete and we can't get the fittings anymore. So it's time to update the machine and it should last us a long time. It's a real convenience when the guys are out plowing weekends and nights. If they blow a hydraulic hose, they go back to the shop,
Fix it.
and the majority of them they can fix. They're not going to be able to fix certain ones, the real large ones or the ones with special fittings, but most of all the hoses they can fix themselves at that point. So I'd like to thank the board for approving that, and that's all I have tonight.
All right, thank you very much. Councilwoman Selby, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to say Happy New Year to everybody tonight. It's great to see some of the employees here. Congratulations and thanks for coming tonight. It's nice to see you. I'd also like to thank the taxpayers for putting me in office again. I look forward to another year of service and providing what we can do to move the town ahead. That is all I have for tonight.
Okay, thank you very much. Councilman Cartagena, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'll be brief. I'd like to thank the Boston Fire Company for the invitation to their installation at their hall number 2 up off of Zimmerman. We got together and did the installation of officers on Friday night, and it was a really nice evening. I would like to thank the North Boston Fire Company for inviting me to their installation dinner. I will submit the RSVP as noted. And I would like to take a moment to thank everybody for coming out tonight and also congratulate my fellow elected officials on their reelection. Councilwoman Selby, Councilwoman Martin, who's ill, as well as Town Clerk Quinlan and Highway Superintendent Telek. It's a real pleasure to work with you guys, and I appreciate all the hard work that you do for the town. So that's all I have tonight.
All right, thank you very much. Councilwoman Lukajik, you have the floor.
That's hard to top. But congratulations to the reelection. Good luck, and it's great serving with you. I have nothing else to present tonight.
Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you, Supervisor Keating. We did get the report back from yesterday's Connect Life blood drive. 27 units were collected, which helped save the lives of 81 local patients. Next blood drive will be Tuesday, February 6th in the courtroom from 2 to 7 p.m. The town hall will be closed on Monday, January 15th in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Waste Management will be sending out the Town of Boston program guide for 2024. But for anyone who is in need of a calendar for the schedule of collection for the totes for garbage and recycling, there are some of those printed on the front table in the foyer. And thank you for putting your trust in me as being your town clerk. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you very much. Just a couple of things as well. Congratulations to everyone that won the election. I know the competition was hard this year. But no, it's great to work with everybody. It really is. We've got a great team. We do a lot, and it really is nice to see people coming out to board meetings. Sometimes, admittedly, we all sit up here, and there's maybe one or two people in the audience. So it is nice to see the public getting involved with the board meetings. So, and then of course, congratulations to all the appointees for the town. As I stated earlier, they are the ones. I know we got a couple still here, but really they are the ones that they're the cogs of the works. What happens under this roof day in and day out. So really, we couldn't do it without all of them. I can finally stop talking about this. It's official. COVID-19 test kits are no longer available through Erie County. So I know we used to offer them for free, town clerk's office or down through the congregate dining program. But the county has their own kind of pop-up sites, but to towns, cities, and villages all across Erie County, they are no longer supplying those. It's obviously a cost. So unfortunately, we do not have those anymore. But I can finally stop talking about it at meetings because we did have cases of them downstairs, but they did move. The front porch bid opening. I talked a little bit about this. So we made a motion to table the bid. The bid was open early mid-December. It's just under $50,000, and that's going to be a total replacement of the front town hall steps, the front columns. That if you happen to go out the front doors tonight, you'll see that the bottom of the columns is pretty much disintegrated, and then the awning over the top is actually starting to pull away from the building. So that will all be under construction. Once the town board approves the bid, we'll get onto the contractor schedule. And as soon as we have a date, that'll all be shared at the next meeting. But we'll finally get the town hall steps back under operation. And I know it's been a while coming, but a lot of it was taking a look at what the right option. The board, we had a lot of information to take a look at what was the right option. The patches that the town has been doing for a while truly just were not working. We put concrete on there and it just continued to disintegrate. And they are the original steps from the town hall from what we can find out. So decent steps. We will be making some changes. There will be a flat platform out there that we discussed, and then the columns, so they will not rot anymore, will be elevated on like a concrete, at least a stone/concrete pier that'll keep the rain and the moisture and the salt and all off of those. Do it smart, do it right the first time. You won't have to have that conversation for many more years. So looking forward to getting that approved, and thank the board for their feedback with the emails when we were talking about these things. I did have the opportunity to congratulate. There was a proclamation for Fred Shear here in the board room at our last meeting. But Joyce Jensen, one of our fellow town residents, she turned 90 years old on December 21st. The congregate dining program actually is her daughter who reached out and wanted me to do a proclamation for her 90th birthday. So we brought in some of our judges and some of the town hall staff. She was a member of the town hall. She worked at town clerk's office, worked in the court office, and served in other capacities there. So it was really nice to honor her on her 90th birthday. And the only other thing, two things I have is it's called the Buffalo Niagara Partnership, going back to legislative priorities and agendas. That is on next week, January the 11th. The Buffalo Niagara Partnership works. It's a bipartisan group when elected officials are invited to this, and we discuss legislative priorities and try to, here we go. If you remember the gas stove ban of yesteryear, they were strongly opposed to that. They were really big advocates trying to get the other side of, or I'll just chalk it up to Albany to say, hey, this doesn't make sense. So kudos to them. They do some really nice work. I'm looking forward to hearing what they have to say, and I'll include that as part of the correspondence for the next board packet. I'd also like to thank the board members for the approval to go to the New York City Association of Towns meeting. I do have to go. I would go whether the board approved or not, I again respect the fact that they allow me to go, but as a certified town official, I do need to keep up on certification credits to maintain that status. But there's a lot of information that comes back, and there's a lot of new changes coming out of Albany that I won't get on my soapbox here too much, but there's a lot coming down the pike. So I'd much rather try to get educated early and often and knowing how that's going to affect not only, all of us in this room, but the 36 square miles of Boston, and try to be as proactive as we can as we, move forward through 2024. So again, thank you to the board for allowing me to go. That is all I have. I know it's been a long meeting, so I'll make a motion to end the meeting at 8:41 p.m.
Second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Motion carried, meeting adjourned.
All right. Hey, Bob, you know about this?
I know. Had everybody laughing. Everybody was laughing. I was laughing.